I love the Mac Mini, but I hate the design. So let me show you how to turn this into this. Okay, enough is enough already. Let's rip this Mac Mini M2 open and see what's inside.
I got the whole board out of the Mac Mini, but the problem here is this part sticks out too far. Now, if I want to print anything on my 3D printer, it's got a 180 millimeter range square, and this will barely fit. So if I want something that's different, that's unique, I have to figure out a way how to get this off. And so I can condense this almost to the size of this.
Now, there are people that know how to take things apart and put them back together, and there are people that don't, and I'm one of those people that don't.
Now we got the back cover off. Now it's much more manageable. We shrunk the size about, I'd say about 2 inches now. So we have to figure out how everything else is gonna go in here, but this is kind of the surface area that I wanna work with. So the design I'm thinking is something maybe like a circle of some sort. I think that's gonna be really nice and modern and something different. Okay, so here's what I came up with. This is the circle that can fit my 3D printer. It's 180 millimeters on each side. That's the maximum on my 3D printer. First, I had to take the heat shield off on the fan because this is way too big. This is the power supply, which is overkill. I've seen people do mods here where you can actually make this much smaller. Here's the power button, so we're gonna relocate the power button somewhere. Now this is gonna stick out just a little bit here at the end. We're gonna try to condense this and we're gonna see if we could fit this all in one 3D print. So a couple change of plans. I'm actually going to just use this. I'm taking away the power supply. This is gonna be a separate thing because eventually I'm going to change this. So this is gonna probably not be needed in the future, but we're gonna make a housing for it and stuff like this. We're gonna just run wires to it that plugs directly into here. What I'm gonna start doing is I'm gonna start scanning this image so I can put it into CAD and then I get to see it in real time. This is our scan of this. So it's gonna give me a good idea of how it's gonna look and how I can fit things around here in the computer. So let's take this and move it onto the computer. So I don't know what this is gonna look like yet, but I have one day to design this, print this out on the printer, and then we have to put it together in one day.
So I used the circle as a maximum reference point for my 3D printer, and I wanted to make something that was futuristic, that looked good, and that was modern. So I had a couple ideas in mind, but ultimately, I set my sights on the Apple headquarters. I wanted to design the Mac Mini of the future based off the Apple headquarters. So let's see how that goes. So it's 5 p.m. It says it's gonna take 5 hours to make it, and I have another 5-hour print, so I might be up all night. We're gonna find out. Well, wait no longer and find out now on how fucked was that print.
All right, it's 2:36. I think I'm gonna call it a day. And then I'm gonna wake up tomorrow and finish this. It's supposed to be one day, but sometimes you can't do it all in one day.
All right, as you can see, this is day 2. It didn't happen the first day, and here's why.
So I was printing out something on here and it just wasn't printing great. I kept printing over and over again. It was running out of time. It was 2:30
and eventually it became too late. So the next day I went and I made a new CAD drawing. Now this one's a little different. Now I spent a little more time in the morning on this. So instead we're gonna run a fiber optic around this whole entire thing. This is gonna be a button to turn on the Mac. This is all for heat distribution. We're gonna have a button here that changes the color of the fiber optic, and then here's where the cords are gonna run out the bottom. So there is a couple changes that I am doing, but I can assure you, it's gonna take 2 days.
But I have to give it to Apple though. They really made each one of these bolts. I mean, this is high craftsmanship right here. I mean, it's overbuilt, square box. But they really made this nice.
Now I use a Bamboo Lab A1 Mini, and this printer has been solid, but for some reason it's been giving me hell.
Day 3 of complete misprints. This is probably try number 4, but that's not my biggest problem. The biggest problem I just found out, there's one particular cable called the power cable. I'm pretty sure I threw it out thinking it was 3D print material, and I think the power button, which is very crucial for this project, is now gone. Okay, finally, we are almost done with this, and after a long dig through the trash can, I have found the powering component. So we're gonna sand this, we're gonna make it look nice, and then we are going to paint it. We are gonna stuff all the electronics in it, we're gonna start wiring it up, and I got a couple more components to make, so day 3? Day 3. It should be day 2 technically. It should be day 1 technically, but we're gonna forget that. It is finally done. I don't know what happened there. Okay, we cleared up most of it. No, a lot of it actually. PTEG is very strong, as you could tell. So let's start sanding these stuffs. Get this looking nice. So this is basically the new power button I created, basically an Apple logo. So it's gonna stick through the Apple logo, and then it's gonna just be able to press it, and you'll be able to start the Mac from the top.
Yeah, she looked good, don't she? Well, maybe if you only knew what I had to go through to make it look like that. Okay, so I'm finding out the hardest part about this project is basically the paint and the sanding, because the paint I use just doesn't seem to want to dry. It takes days, and then I touch it and it just messes up. Okay, so it's been a couple days, okay? It's been like 5, 6, no, I'm just kidding. It's been like 3, 4 days.
So I just got it done painting. I have a couple touch-ups I have to still do. We're almost there. One day project turns into, doesn't matter, it's gonna get done.
Count them, there was 20 of them. There was 40 in total. That was hell. I know I look like someone from Breaking Bad, but what I was doing was extending the power supply unit, making it about 2 feet longer so I can keep it offside and put HDMI ports and a bunch of other ports where it doesn't clutter with wires in the back of the unit and back of the dome, the circle thing I'm building.
So 40 wires done. This is one side, this is the other. So it's going to have all the plugs in one. Gonna build a case for this. All right, this should be all good now.
Okay, here's the test to see if I've blown it up. This is just a wire test, just to see if the wires are working. Let's get to it.
Okay. So let's just plug this in here.
When I plug this in,
Nothing blown up.
I know, I'm that annoying guy that interrupts movies, but let me tell you, I expected this thing to blow up. I thought this was going to blow up, and I was so surprised that it has actually made it out alive. Back to the story.
Oh my God, it starts up. Okay, but no signal. Okay, no signal. Okay. Oh. Okay, PC. Oh, it works. Oh my God, my mouse works. Oh my God, now let's turn it off. We got work to do. Okay, this is the last few pieces here. I got some ends, so when it's sitting down, it's not gonna scuff up this. So I put these end pieces, so when it's laying upside down, I got this custom top that's going to basically fit right in here. Looks like that, okay.
Listen, one-day projects never take one day.
Now that this is completely stripped, let's get this out of the way. This is the complete product that I built. This is the Mac Mini Circle. All right, so there's a lot of things I've done to this. First, I put air perforated holes at the top because heat rises, of course. And if the computer is at top, it's gonna heat rise. So I have a fan that ejects all the hot air out of here, going through all the holes. And it's for looks and functionality. Secondly, you notice an Apple button at the very top. Now, this is just not an Apple logo. This is an actual power button. I got so sick of this power button here on the Mac Mini at the back, so I'm always reaching for it, and I don't know how to, sometimes I can't find it. So you know what I did? I added it to the very top, so now it's a tactile feedback button. Secondly, we have a fiber optic strip. So basically a fiber optic cable goes all the way through here. That's in the inside. Now this indicates if the Mac Mini is on, and you can change the colors too, because I added a button on the back. So when you press this button, it will change the color of the outside. So if you wanted some other color or a different light stroke or whatever you want, just so you can change it, you have the button right here. So there's 2 buttons, the color changing button and then the power button at the very top. Very nice. Next, I have this one cable that has all the cables in one. So you don't have a million cables coming out of here, so it's a very clean look. Basically, you'll plug everything out to an extended port outside of that. Next, we have the bottom here. It's Air by Human. I imprinted on here. We have this stand so it sits perfectly on here. And it's also magnetized, so if you ever need to change something, it just magnetizes on the bottom. But it's okay because it's gonna be sitting on its bottom, all of that. So it's kind of just a better Mac Mini version in my opinion. Now someone said that these are stackable and it's nice, but who's really stacking Mac Minis? And I wanted something that looks good, that you can put on a desk, that actually is functional. I wanted to make it this shape because it's reminiscent of the Apple headquarters. This looks like an Apple AirTag, so I kind of wanted to bring all the branding into one. I designed this and built in less than 1 day, but paint, which was a pain in the ass, took me 4 days. If you like this design of the Mac Mini that I did, tell me in the comments and I'll design more Apple products so we can finally get rid of this square. Come on, you're a $1 trillion company, or hire me, Apple, and I will design some badass products for you. Thank you for watching this video. I'm gonna have some more crazy stuff coming up, so check it out.